let me show you a great way to track all your items as you're going through the estimating process. Now this is particularly helpful if you have multiple team members working on your estimate at the same time as well. So I'm going to do a couple different variations for you. The first thing we need to do is go into our JobTread settings, and then we're going to click on our Custom Fields tab. Then we will scroll down to the Cost Items section. Here's where we can create custom fields that are tied to our cost items that we can use within our budget. Now I'm going to be creating 3 different custom fields to show you some variation. Here I'll click plus custom field, and then I'm going to choose the custom field type pick list. That is your drop-down menu type. Now we're going to type in the name for that field, and I will just call that item status. Great. And then I can add in my options. So as we're tracking our estimating process, we might have select options that we want to choose from. So I'll say an item is either pending, or maybe we verified quantities, so quantity verified, and then maybe sent for bid. Great. Possibly the cost verified. And then maybe a final. We're ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to then set the default value to pending. So every time that I have a new cost item, it will have the pending default value. Here we'll click Create Custom Field. Now I'm going to add 2 other kinds. So let's add another custom field, and I will use the pick list option for this one as well. But I'm going to call this one item status. We'll just say 2 for the second variation. And then my options that I'll put in here are actually going to be using emojis. So I have some very clear, colorful indicators throughout my budget. So I'll right click, and I'm using the Google Chrome web browser right now, but when you right click on any web browser, you should see an option to view emojis and symbols, emojis, something along those lines. So let's choose emoji and symbols, and that pops up all of my emoji options here. So I'm going to type in color. Now I have my color emojis. So I'll put a red emoji as the first one here. The second option I'm going to do yellow, and then the third option I'll do green. So that is stop, pending, or go, right? So then at this point I'll also have a default value be red, and then we'll create the custom field. Let's do one more variation of this. So a plus custom field, and then in this case, I'm going to do a yes or no. And this is simply going to provide a checkbox for us. So again, item status 3, and then the default value is going to be no right away. So it'll be an empty checkbox, and then we'll create the custom field. Now we have 3 different options. So let's go into a job budget and see how we can turn these on in the budget. So we'll click on jobs, go into one of our jobs here, go to the budget tab, and now when you click on the gear icon to open up your budget view settings, you can scroll down to the bottom and you will notice all of your new custom fields are available to view on the budget. So I'm going to actually turn all of these on. They're going to immediately go to the end of my budget. But let's click and drag those up to the beginning portion of the budget. This will take just a moment to go one by one. There we go. Here we have one. Let's get the other. There it is. And then one more. Great. Once I have this in here, then I can click Save to override my existing view with those changes, or Save As, and we can make a new view. So I'm just going to call this my item status view. And now I have a different view of my budget. Okay, so as we're working through the estimating portion of our job, we now can click on any of these and we can choose the status for that item. So here, pending, or you can choose the yellow, or you can check it off if it's final. So I like having some more granularity with exactly what stage each item is in, but some of you may just want to have, different colors so then it's very clear that when everything turns green, you're ready to do the proposal. Or some of you may just want to check off the items when you feel like they are estimated and complete. So in any case, you'll see that those items are now on here. Don't forget, if you'd like to collapse some of the columns a little bit more, you can choose to resize them quickly by clicking and dragging. And if you'd like to keep those sizes, you just click on the gear icon and hit that save button so that the sizes of the columns save as well. We hope that this is helpful for you. If you have any questions, contact your customer success manager or email support@jobtread.com and we'll be sure to help.